Shanghai does something few cities manage. It puts a 19th century colonial skyline on one side of the river and one of the tallest buildings on Earth on the other, so you can stand in one spot and see two completely different versions of the same country. On this side of the water, there is a Ming Dynasty garden with ponds and rockeries tucked behind a market selling soup dumplings that have been served the same way since 1900. Cross to the other bank, and there is an aquarium with one of the longest underwater tunnels in the world, and an observation deck 118 floors up. This video covers a complete 48-hour itinerary for families, taking in the Bund, Yu Garden, a night cruise on the Huangpu River, the Shanghai Tower observation deck, the Shanghai Ocean Aquarium, and Century Park. The timings are realistic, proper rest is built in for both days, and the full printable itinerary, with costs and practical details, is linked in the description below, completely free. If you find the video useful, please subscribe. It costs you absolutely nothing, but makes the channel sustainable and will make sure you're notified when new videos go up. We have a growing catalogue and release new videos regularly. There are a few things worth knowing before you arrive. China uses the yuan, also called RMB, and while cards are accepted in larger hotels and international chains, day-to-day spending runs on an app called Alipay. Setting this up in advance with an international card linked is genuinely one of the most useful things you can do before the trip, since it covers the metro, taxis, ride-hailing, and most shops and restaurants. It is worth carrying some cash as a backup too, since not every stall or smaller vendor will take a foreign card through the app. For getting around, forget Uber. It does not operate independently in mainland China, and has not since 2016. The equivalent app here is Didi, which works in much the same way and is worth having installed for longer hops or tired legs at the end of a long day. Shanghai's metro network is extensive, clean, and easy to navigate even without much Mandarin, and it covers almost everything in this itinerary. Regular taxis are also plentiful and metered, though drivers rarely speak English, so having your destination written in Chinese characters or shown on a translation app makes things much smoother. For water, snacks, and anything you've forgotten, convenience stores such as Family Mart and Lawson are everywhere in Shanghai and open long hours, so they are the easiest option for topping up as you go. For a bigger shop, supermarkets including Carrefour have branches across the city, including around Pudong. In terms of accommodation, basing yourself around the Bund or in Pudong near Lujiazui puts most of this itinerary within easy reach, so you're not spending half your trip in transit. Finally, before you book, check the current visa situation. At the time of production, UK passport holders can enter China visa-free for stays of up to 30 days for tourism, though it is worth confirming the latest rules closer to your travel dates, since these things can change. Start day 1 at 9 o'clock on the Bund, the historic waterfront promenade lined with colonial-era buildings from Shanghai's days as a treaty port. It is free to walk, and the real draw is the view across the river to Pudong's futuristic skyline, a striking contrast with the architecture behind you. Allow 45 minutes to an hour. At 10, head to Yu Garden, a classical Ming Dynasty garden with pavilions, ponds, and rockeries tucked into the old city, right next to Yuyuan Bazaar. It is closed on Mondays except during national holidays, so if your first day falls on a Monday, it is worth swapping the order of the 2 days in this itinerary. Allow an hour to 90 minutes. At midday, have lunch at the Nanjing steamed bun restaurant inside Yuyuan Bazaar. This Michelin bib gourmand spot has been serving xiaolongbao, Shanghai's famous soup dumplings, since 1900, and it is worth the visit for the history alone. Expect a queue at busy times, though the second floor has table service and a wider menu if the ground floor line looks too long. After lunch, head back to your accommodation to rest before the evening. It is a good chance to regroup, especially with children, before the second half of the day. Then, at around 4, take a free wander along Nanjing Road, Shanghai's main pedestrianised shopping street, on your way back towards the Bund. There is no fixed plan needed here. It is simply a pleasant way to fill 30 to 45 minutes before dinner. Aim to have dinner around 5. Somewhere around Nanjing Road or the Bund, where there is a wide choice of restaurants to suit most tastes and budgets. You should finish dinner around 6:30, giving you time to take a short stroll through Gucheng Park, which is a small riverside park just a few minutes from the Bund. It is a good stretch of the legs before the evening's main event, and gives everyone a breather after dinner. Then, at 7, head to the meeting point for the Huangpu River night cruise, which you should book in advance through GetYourGuide. The cruise takes you past the Bund and the towers of Pudong, and it is genuinely one of the best ways to see both sides of the skyline together after dark. A passport is required to board, so do not forget it. The cost is in the printable itinerary linked below. Allow 45 minutes to an hour and enjoy the last activity of an action-packed day. Day 2 starts at 9:30 at the Shanghai Tower Observation Deck, which can be booked in advance through GetYourGuide using the link in the description. This is a skip-the-line ticket to the 118th floor of one of the tallest buildings in the world, and going early avoids the worst of the queues. It is worth booking a specific time slot in advance, and you will need a passport to enter. Allow 90 minutes to 2 hours. After this, at about 11:30, head to the Shanghai Ocean Aquarium in Lujiazui, right beside the Oriental Pearl Tower, and a short walk from Lujiazui Metro Station. It is one of the largest aquariums in the world, with a long underwater viewing tunnel that is a highlight for most children, allowing 90 minutes to 2 hours. Then, at 1:30 or so, have lunch at one of the many restaurants or food courts around Lujiazui. This is an easy option after a morning on your feet. After lunch at 3 o'clock, walk to Century Park, which is a short distance from the aquarium. It is a large green space with lakes, playgrounds, and pedal boats, and is a good way to let the kids run around after a morning of queuing and sightseeing. Allow 90 minutes to 2 hours. At 5, or whenever you are ready, head back to your accommodation to rest before the evening. This will be the last proper break of this itinerary. Head back out for your final dinner at 7. There is a wide choice of restaurants around Pudong, or find somewhere close to your accommodation. Afterwards, it's worth seeking out an ice cream shop for dessert, since Shanghai's flavor scene goes well beyond vanilla and chocolate, with options like taro, black sesame, lychee, and even salted egg yolk showing up on menus across the city. That is 48 hours in Shanghai, covering the Bund, Yu Garden, a night cruise on the Huangpu River, the Shanghai Tower Observation Deck, the Shanghai Ocean Aquarium, and Century Park. A link to the full printable version of this itinerary, with all the costs, practical tips, and a local food guide, is in the description below. If you found this useful, please subscribe. It is completely free, and new videos go up regularly, covering family-friendly city breaks across the world. Everything is also on the website at tiredbuthappytravel.com, where you will find written guides and further content alongside the videos. And if there is anything you would change about this itinerary, or anywhere you think we should cover, leave a comment below. We read all of them, and it genuinely helps other viewers to hear different opinions or benefit from some local knowledge. Happy travels, and enjoy Shanghai.